Hello and welcome back to the channel, and first of all I'd like to start off by saying a massive thank you for clicking on this video, and I'd also like to welcome all the new subscribers, all the new viewers and all the returning viewers. So welcome to today's video, and today's video is purely going to be based on these fry. So currently, I've set the tank up, I filled it up with some pond water and it's been filtering, and I've got a little heater in there. It's currently running at around between 24 and 26 degrees Celsius, so it might be a little bit on the warm side, I'm not too sure, but they all seem quite happy at the moment. I also put a tape measure along the front so we can kind of get an idea, a reference of the size. That mirror carp, well, you can see he's quite large. I think he's definitely the largest in there at 3 inches. And then the ghost carp's not far behind, probably about 2¼ inches. And then we've got a few others that, I think the smallest is maybe about 1.5 inches. But yeah, they all seem, well, I say they seem happy. They're a bit skittish, and I think it's a bit stressful for them. You know, they've gone from the cold pond and they've been transferred over to here, so it's nice and warm for them. And I did gradually build up their temperature. It wasn't like I went from 10-degree water straight into 24. It was, progressive for them. But still, they seem a little bit skittish. But they have been feeding, and I haven't been feeding them loads. I've been taking advice from all your comments as well, so I do appreciate your comments. I do read your comments, and I do try and reply to everyone. And yeah, so I haven't really been feeding them much. I just want to get the filters up and running and making sure everything's okay, and the water parameters. And I did do a test on the water earlier on, and everything's fine. We've got good oxygen, no ammonia. We do have a little bit of nitrate and no nitrite. Right, so I've just been taking a closer look. I don't know if you noticed in that first clip that I done, but I've been looking. Well, this is all I'm doing at the moment, is just keeping an eye on the fish and just watching them and making sure they're all right. And what I have noticed is on the ghost carp, there's a few white spots on his fin. Yeah, you might have noticed it at the beginning of the video. I'll see if I can. What I'll do is I'm going to have to edit this and we'll get to it to see where he is. But these fish, they're absolutely beautiful. Oh, maybe I won't need to edit it, but there he is. I just didn't want to be moving the camera up and down too much. But yeah, you can see those white spots. I just thought it was his colouring to start off with, but closer inspection, it might actually be white spot on there. So I think what's happened is where I've warmed up, because I have used the pond water. I've done a mix of pond water and dechlorinated tap water to sort of like give the filters a bit of a head start, and maybe I shouldn't have, I don't know, but maybe there was a parasite in the pond and it wasn't really affecting the fish because they were so young. Maybe the parasite was, a little bit dormant because it's quite cold out there. So maybe that's the problem that we've got here, is where the water's warmed up now, the parasites have become really active and are starting to affect the fish. Because I thought one or two of them looked like they were like flashing, but I wasn't 100% sure, because every time I'm watching they don't really flash, they just do what they're doing now, and then occasionally they'll shoot off trying to get some food. I think what I'm going to do is I'm just going to go have a walk down to Pets at Home, just down the road, see what they're saying, see what they've got in stock. I might just do what my dad used to do for treatment, and like he said, it is addictive for them, but you can just put a little bit of salt in. Now, my dad did used to use salt in the pond years and years and years ago for treatments and just to help the fish, because I don't know, it keeps them calm. And so he did used to use salt, but we don't have any salt left because, well, we stopped using salt probably about 5 years ago. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to go get a little bag of salt somewhere. Yeah, hopefully Pets at Home have got something. I'm not going to bother with any treatment in the water because they're fry. I don't really want to be putting treatments and chemicals and all sorts of crap in the water for them. So yeah, like I said, I've checked the water parameters and the water parameters are fine, and it must be because the water parameters must be fine because I did put in that dechlorinated water as well. So maybe the pond, there is an issue with the pond as well. I haven't actually genuinely checked the pond water, so I will have to, I'll do another video on the pond. I'll get out there tomorrow, I expect, and I'll take some measurements of the pond, see what parameters there are, see if it's in its, see how much nitrate, ammonia. We'll check all of that tomorrow. So that'll be another video, I expect. Because this one is all about the fry, because, well, they're lovely. But that mirror carp there is stunning. And I don't know about these other fish. I'm not sure what fish they are. Carp, koi of some sort. But that like orangey goldy one at the back, peachy colour one, from above it looks orange. So, but yeah, you can see there those. I'm pretty sure that's white spot on that ghost carp there. It's got to be. And then that one there, this other fish here, that carp, it looks like it's a little bit red on the bottom of the fin, but on it, it does look a little bit red there, and it does look like he's got a scale missing as well. So I'm not sure if he's been rubbing up against something. There's not a lot to rub up against in the pond, well, in that tank, sorry. But apart from that, I haven't seen any other marks on the fish. They all look healthy. I can't see any other spots or anything. Yeah. Right, I'm going to go pets at home, and I'll see you in a mo. So it's been a couple of days. I haven't really filmed a great deal. I did do a few clips, and basically one of them got really ill. Well, two of them got quite sick, and it happened really quickly. It actually happened while I was gone. I went to pets at home, and by the time I come back, one of them was swimming around, and I didn't know what was wrong with it, because obviously I didn't know anything about white spot or ick, so all of this is quite new to me, and it turned out, yeah, that it was actually white spot. But I say it turned out it was white spot because white spot on the ghost carp has now cleared up using just the salt. All I'd done was I mixed up 1 tablespoon of this with some water and chucked it into the tank. The salt, it's definitely healed him up. You know, right or wrong, the salt will also help with disease, any infections or anything like that. So, you know, I think putting the salt in is the right call, and especially with how this ghost carp is now, it seems so much happier. I mean, you can see how small they are when I put my finger up to them. They are still tiny. Bless them. But the two that we did lose, we lost the smallest one, which yeah, he was absolutely tiny, and we lost one that was probably the same size, well, a little bit smaller than the ghost carp. So we lost a larger one and a small one. So it's really unfortunate. And I haven't been out to check the pond because it's blowing a hoolie out there. So I'll show you how bad it is outside, and I'm not going outside in this kind of weather. It's been like this for a few days, which is why I haven't been out and checked the pond, but hopefully all the rest of the fish out there are okay. Yeah, it's not good. I don't like this weather. I'm allergic to the water. And we got fish. No, but I did actually get some other food for the koi. I got this goldfish stuff from Tetra. It's supposed to be, you know, well, really good stuff. It's high in protein and some vitamins and other bits and pieces, I don't know. So, but it is, yeah, I think that's like 53% protein, which is a lot higher than a lot of the other stuff that we've got. And everywhere I've read, it says that they should be on at least between 40 and 50% protein food. I have no idea. I'm new to all of this, so all of you guys, I'm watching all your videos and you've all got loads of fry. Maybe you could, you know, help me out, because well, just let me know, am I doing the right thing? Because these are actually really small pellets as well. They're like a millimetre in size, and they do actually, they can eat them. I have been watching them, and all of these fish have eaten them except for the ghost carp. He's the only one that still just eats whatever's, I don't know, he sits behind the other fish and just eats what's coming out of their gills, I guess. And also I put some watercress at the top there, Whether it's right or wrong, I don't know. I've done it for a couple of reasons, because watercress is good for filtering water, any nitrates or nitrites out of the water. Well, fresh watercress through the winter, why not, mate? That's good for you as well, isn't it? A little bit of garnish on your egg sandwich. But also, another reason why, as you can see from here, is it's the flow. This little bit here that I put in all the netting is actually causing a bit of a restriction, and there's like a little bit of a whirlpool up here. But in fact what it's doing is it's slowing down the current of the water all along the bottom here, and it's just giving them a bit of an area to sort of, like, I don't know, that's a bit more relaxed and a bit chilled, because it was very, well, you can see that's, for a little tank, that is quite a powerful pump. And especially for these fry, which some of them are quite small, they're freaking out because I'm here. They're not used to me being right up to the tank all the time still. I mean, they have only been in there for, what, 4 days, 5 days now, I think. So feeding time, and what I'm feeding them, these little Tetra goldfish pellets. I was using some of the koi pellets crushed up, but yeah, I mean, it's all right, but it made the tank go quite cloudy using the crushed up pellets, so that's why I got these. And currently I'm feeding 5 of these little sticks at a time, these pellet sticks, mini sticks I think they're called. So I'm putting in 5 at a time, just like that, 5 of them, and that's for 1 each. Well, I say 1 each, but some of the smaller ones take 2, and then the bigger one doesn't take any. So yeah, it's tough knowing how much to feed them. So I am still only putting in 5 pellets at a time, and then they'll just have to fight for it, won't they? Because they do have the watercress in there, and the watercress does actually, well, I have been watching the fish, and they are nibbling at the watercress as well. So there is nutrients and food in there for the fish, even if I'm not feeding them. I'm sure they'll be fine. But yeah, like I say, it's I'm only putting 5 in at a time, and I'm only feeding maybe 3 times a day. I think yesterday I only fed twice. I think it was only twice yesterday, and 3 times on the day before. And it's just knowing how much to feed. I mean, the first day it was quite easy to overfeed them, and now I'm just going, right, okay, put 5 pellets in at a time, 1 for each fish. If one fish has 2, then, you know, they're going to have to learn. But I don't get it, because the mirror carp has, when they sink, he has occasionally gone for a pellet and caught it, and then just had a little munch and then spat it out, and then went off for the little stuff and wasn't really interested in the pellets. But I have watched all the others, and even some of the little ones do exactly the same. They'll munch it for a little bit and then spit it out, and then come back 5 minutes later and finish it off. So I don't know, it's a tough call knowing how much to feed them. So I'm just going to stick to this routine at the moment, 5 sticks, you know, a couple of times, several times a day, and we'll go from there, and we'll just monitor it. Right, let's see if I can hold the camera still without getting too shaky. So they've been in there now for about a week, and yeah, I don't really have any concerns now about whether I should be putting any other products in there, because I do think that the salt has definitely helped. I don't know whether it's killed ick, but the fish definitely seem a lot more chilled. The black carp, he's a lot more chilled. He's still a little bit erratic swimming around, but nothing major. The mirror carp, if I am wrong on any of these fish, please do let me know. I believe the mirror carp, he's now actually eating some of those pellets. So I chucked a few in this morning, and he had 2 of them. I ended up putting 6 pellets in, and they all disappeared pretty quick, and he had 2. So I'm presuming that their lunch feed in a minute is going to go quite well as well. The black carp at the back, definitely massive improvements. They're all acting a little bit crazy at the moment because I've just put all the lights on, and I have noticed keeping it all dark up round here, it's made them a lot more chill as well. So having it dark, the temperature is now at 20 degrees. I've brought the temperature down, so the heater's not on currently, so there's no heater now. It's been off the heater for about 24 hours. The fish seem really happy. Yeah, I don't know what else to say now really. It's just sit back, relax and enjoy them, and you know, touch wood, fingers crossed and all that kind of stuff, that they get nice and big and healthy and we can move them out to the big ponds in spring. But we'll keep an eye on them. I think I'm just going to do weekly updates unless there's any major changes, but I'm really happy with how it's all turned out so far. I mean, obviously it was a little bit of a worry and very stressful to start off with because, you know, the two fry that I did lose at the beginning. But wow, that was only a week ago and it seems so long ago now. Time is flying by, but they're really nice fish. So this little peachy one here, I'm not sure whether that's what kind of koi that one is. I'm pretty sure this one is the mirror carp. These silver ones, are they just standard carp, or I don't know, because they do look silver. Are they the ghost carp, are they? Yeah, and the black carp. Yeah, it's all very nice, lovely, but it would have been nice to have some, I'm thinking it'd be nice if they had somewhere to hide in there. But I think they're all right now. They've settled down quite well. Again, if you see anything that I've done wrong or any improvements that I can make, then please do let me know. It'd be much appreciated. Anyway, I'm dragging this out right now, so until next time, thank you very much for watching. Take care, stay safe.